Hey y'all, it's my review for Married to Medicine. It's the season 9 finale. Y'all, at BravoCon, their panel, I think it was the best panel out of all of them. I think Salt Lake City was a close second, surprisingly. Y'all will hear more about it in my video coming up this week, but those ladies gave us a front seat ticket to the reunion. They basically had a reunion at the panel. They were getting up. I thought okay, is Contessa about to lay Heavenly out on stage? I was getting kind of nervous. And also, I got to ask a question. It was so exciting. I asked it to Dr. Jackie. If you want to see it, my friend took the video. I posted it on my YouTube Shorts. Make sure you take a look at it. And also, for once, I'm going to market myself in the beginning of the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to a ninja. And if you want to, give a ninja a tip for the free laugh and entertainment. I take $1, $2, or $5. My Cash App is $CDiggy1. And my Venmo is Chris-Diggins. Just saying. Anyway, let's get into the episode. So the cast is still in Blue Ridge. I think I still don't know where that is located in Georgia. We left off on Jackie's surprise for the group, which turned out to be a session with an erotic educator. I, for one, am not surprised. Are y'all? I feel like every season, Jackie has had some type of sexual session for the ladies. I think last year was dildos or something. Anyway, the session starts and this lady's talking about long-term relationships and the frequency of sex, or the lack thereof. She's also talking about ethical non-monogamy, and personally, the older I get, the better that sounds. I feel like some of those relationships are becoming the new normal, especially in gay world. And just for me, when you look at the bigger picture, if you love someone, you can be with them forever. But as long as there's communication between the two of y'all and this trust still, stuff like that can work out, for everybody, and you can still live a long, healthy life together. But I think with this cast, this is Generation X. That just seems too far out for them. Millennials and further down, I can totally see that being something of the new norm. Heavenly, of course, is being very vocal about how she's all that Dr. Damon Daddy needs. Oh, I hope that man never leave her. She gonna have some egg on her face. I'm actually worried for her if Dr. Damon ever cheat on her or leave her, because she be talking some big shit about her relationship as well as the other ladies. We now see some of the couples simulating different sexual positions recommended by the instructor, and I was a little tickled by this. So once that's over, next scene we're with the men, and they're just discussing the class amongst each other. We then go to the women, they're talking about it as well. Toya seems the only one that has an open mind or can just get the perspective of a different type of monogamy. But of course, Quad, the hater, we cut to her confessional and she's saying, well, if Toya want to sleep with somebody besides Eugene, she should just do it. Just leave him then. It don't have to be that black and white. If it's communication between them, it's their relationship. They do what works for them. Quad, I don't know why she keeps coming for Toya. What did Toya do to Quad? I really want to know. The conversation continues, and Lord, here we go about putting God first in a relationship to make it work. I'm sure Giselle and Jamal Bryant did the same thing, and look how that turned out. The topic is then changed by Dr. Jackie because she wants to continue resuscitating relationships amongst the ladies, and she says we still haven't fixed Contessa and Heavenly. Now they could have left it at that, but Heavenly just had to get the last word in. She tells Contessa that she hopes she knows that she is beautiful and she don't have to put up with stuff just for a man. And I think that triggered Contessa because now they're going back and forth. She tells Heavenly she needs to keep her opinion about her spouse to her goddamn motherfucking self, verbatim, or their relationship is over. So now they definitely get into it after that, and Dr. Heavenly's logic is, don't badmouth your man if you plan on staying with him. I think that logic is kind of flawed. She's allowed to complain about some aspects of her relationship, go to her friends for help, but I think she's mad at Heavenly because she's mocking her relationship on her YouTube show that she gets paid for to to mock. Yeah, Contessa is done, and I don't blame her. Heavenly is awful. So Toya then enters the conversation. I think she tries to talk to Heavenly about her behavior, but Heavenly ain't trying to hear it. I think she cussed Toya out, called her a stupid bitch. They get into it. Toya then says she sees right through Heavenly in that ugly ass wig. Like, didn't Heavenly just apologize to Toya in the last episode? That's why I said apology from Heavenly means less than nothing. I honestly think she just doesn't like Toya and she doesn't respect her either. So here come Dr. Jackie now, the bullfrog whisperer, to come and calm Heavenly down. So they go into another room and the conversation continues when Toya confronts Quad about inviting Anila's friend to her party, the one who started the rumor that she was cheating on Eugene. Now, of course, Quad takes no accountability because it's Quad, and she's getting majorly defensive. She's raising her voice, and you know a hit dog gonna holler. Quad knows she's in the wrong. Even at BravoCon, y'all, and yes, I'm gonna keep telling y'all details about it because it ties into the show. She was on the panel and lied and threw Anila under the bus for accusing Toya of having something to do with her home robbery. Look, I wanted to ask her a question like, are you gonna take ownership? Because we have you on camera implying that Toya had something to do with it. Unfortunately, if you see the panel or footage from it, it was like 30 minutes straight of arguing. So that's why I asked a light question, just for them to take a break. Anyway, so then Toya brings up the rumor that Quad was sleeping with her contractor. It looked like that gagged Quad for a bit. Simone then admits that she repeated the rumor and that she heard from a reliable source. She says in her confessional that she heard from a mutual friend of the contractor that he was having sex with Quad. Quad says she ain't give away Nova JJ after the money she put down on that house. Simone continues in her confessional saying that it is a mystery how Quad could afford that house. And that's a mystery I want to know as well. Like, what does Quad do? Because it looked like that's a $2 million house. I mean, did she just save all her Married to Medicine checks as well as her, what was that talk show, y'all? Oh my God, I am drawing a blank. I don't feel like looking at it on my phone. Sister Circle. Oh my God, I'm getting old. But yeah, did she just save like all her Bravo checks and Sister Circle checks? Ooh, ho ho, ho 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 ho. Charade reference, by the way. Quad says that she's tired of her name being dragged through the mud. Toya says Quad was alive the day she met her 9 years ago, and she don't feel sorry for her. We cut to Toya's confession, and she's actually giving receipts on all the times Quad came for her with a vicious rumor. And here we go. These ladies love getting out their seat. Quad trying to be all buck right now and stand up. Like Contessa had to get up and hold her back. What you gonna do, Quad? What you gonna do? You gonna hit Toya? Like, and be off the show? You know you gotta pay off that $2 million house some way. She ain't gonna hit Toya. I don't know why she getting up and like yelling. So now they gotta be separated, and since Quad the hot one, a few of the ladies bring her to the back in one of the rooms in the house, where she is just running her mouth ad nauseum to the other ladies, just saying how hard she worked. I'm a bad bitch. I ain't worried about this hoe, that broke hoe. Like, she is going on and on and on. Shady Production now is giving us timestamps. They go from 8 minutes to 15 minutes to 30 minutes to an hour. Now, they have to be exaggerating, but it's Quad, and the way she like basically took over the panel from talking so much, I can kind of believe it. And production, they just have a sense of humor. They showing the moon, they showing the fog, the wildlife in the area as time is passing by. We cut to Jackie's confessional with her cool, calm, and collected ass. She says, we just gotta let Quad, let her get it out. Just get it out of the system, child. And she did, so afterwards, all the ladies just decided to call it a night. So next scene is the next morning. Heavenly's discussing her blow up with Damon. We then cut to Simone and Jackie talking about the blow up and even reference their own disagreement from the past season. Were they beefing last season or the season before? I can't remember. But yeah, they're talking about their disagreement and how they just agreed to disagree and they knew they weren't going to see eye to eye on it, but they decided to move on. Then we cut to Contessa and her husband. She's giving her perspective on the matter. I think it's safe to say that they'll remain co-workers, but they'll never be friends. So the activity of the day for them is church in the woods, and I wonder, is this the same church that Phaedra hired for the last season of Girls Trip? As they're getting ready, we see some of the cast explaining to Anila and her husband about the tradition of the black church. Contessa is honestly the only one that's dressed for church. I mean, she even got the church hat. So the service begins, and it's definitely your typical black sermon. I used to hate the participation. When I was forced to go to church, when I was a little kid, I used to hate when the pastor say, okay, now turn to your neighbor, touch him on the shoulder and say, have a good day. Kiss him in the mouth. Like, you know, like it was just getting out of hand. It always made me uncomfortable, especially when I was a kid and I wasn't really a people person. I mean, am I a people person now? Moving on. Anyway, the preacher's sermon is discussing friendship. We cut to Heavenly's confessional, and she says she doesn't know what the future holds for her and Contessa's friendship. Heavenly also says in her confessional that she doesn't have too many friends. Gee, I wonder why. Heavenly says she don't have that many friends? What? What? Can y'all believe that? I'll stop. We cut to Contessa's confessional, and she says she won't tolerate being mistreated by anybody. Oh Lord, this preacher is just asking for all the participation. I definitely would have sat that out if I was there. Like, I would have got me some extra sleep before brunch. So after the service is finally over, they all have brunch. But Toya, she decides to leave early. We're with the rest of the cast, and then we see Audrey and her husband announce her pregnancy. I thought it was cute that Curtis asked Dr. Jackie, like, who's gonna deliver the baby, her or Dr. Simone? She says, I am, because I'm Dr. Jackie. I was like, you better honk the horn on their ass. So it looks like everyone's leaving now, and some of the relationships still haven't been resolved. But at least Toya settled 2 of her beefs. Oh, Lord, Heavenly, shut up. We see her in her confessional as like the episode is winding down. She's making excuses for her reprehensible behavior. She will never change. After that, we see a few more of the ladies reflecting in their confessionals, and that is where the episode, well, the season ends. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed this season, and I'm gonna be generous. I would give it a B+. Like, this was a real solid season and much better than the last. I also think I wouldn't get rid of anybody on the cast. Like, they can actually bump up Audra to a full-time cast member, and I think they'd be solid. Because, especially from what they gave at BravoCon on that panel, like, they definitely could bring the drama. So I'm here for a season 10. So of course we get a preview of the reunion, and ooh, it looks spicy. I'm not sure if it needs 3 parts. Like, I think 2 would have been fine, but look, I'm here for it. I mean, it's more content for me to review at least. So with that, y'all let me know what y'all thought of the season. Who was y'all's MVP? I think mine would be, I would think Toya. She got into it with not 1, but 4 cast members at the same damn time. Hell, we even got a tussle out of it. So yeah, that's my MVP pick. Anywho, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for the next episode. Bye.